Nigel Farage, causing a lot of disruption in Parliament. Always looking to do something different style of video, different of everybody. I don't want to put myself in. Saw a video where Sir Kier Starmer was talking about, um, you know, one of Britain's most famous MP. Somebody who's been around forever and ever and ever and ever. He's like a fucking dinosaur. Nigel Farage, causing a lot of disruption in Parliament. He's always chatting whatever comes out of his mouth. And Keir Starmer had this to say about Nigel Farage. So I'm gonna put this video up. Guys, watch this video.
And the question I ask seriously of Nigel Farage and Reform is, do they love our country? Do they want to serve our country, all of it, our beautiful, tolerant, diverse country, every region, nation and city? Or do they just want to stir the pot of division because that works in their interests?
Leader of the Reform Party. And, funny enough, it seems like he's getting some momentum because he's using the same policy. It's like, if you listen to Nigel Farage talk, it's like listening to Donald Trump talking. So just listen to it. And he's using the same thing that Donald Trump used to win his election. He's talking about immigration and deporting people and changing this law and that law and that law. And a lot of people are moving over to the Reform Party. A lot of people are changing over to them because he's using this immigration thing to try to win people over. What a lot of people are not looking on yet is all the problem that the Americans are not showing. There are problems that America is having that they're not showing and they're not talking about because of this this mass deportation that Donald Trump is doing. Because no matter what no one say, yeah, these first world countries rely on immigrants. The amount of money that they make off immigrants, when a lot of these immigrants are trying to get their papers, they spend thousands and thousands to try to get their papers. And then you might have, out of all immigrants that come to these first world countries, yeah, there's only, I would say, maybe not even 10% of them that are not working. A lot of the people them who are not working are people who come from an immigrant background. All of them have got status in the country. They've either been citizen or made a resident in the country. And then there's still a lot of people who was born here that are not working in the country and has never worked, because a lot of the immigrants that I see and know, I don't know the big wide percentage of everybody in every city and every towns, but 90% of the people that I know that are immigrants that come over here, America, Canada, they go there to work and make a better life for themselves and their family. And a lot of them are working. You have the odd one or two that might come and then they fall into the system. And when we say fall into the system has been created already and been there from people who was born here and people who are resident of this country and other countries. A lot of them, they don't want to do the work, and then all you can hear is they come over here, they take our jobs, they take our house, they get free this, they get free that. Now tell me, how are they getting it? The government is the one that's giving them it, and it don't matter what no one says. All of these countries have pledged to help countries with underprivileged people or people who have to be fleeing them countries for a better way of life or fleeing prosecution, death, and all of them stuff. So a lot of these countries have pledged to help a certain amount of people. And then there's if you look deep down into a lot of it, there's a lot of jobs that are available that a lot of people who were born here, born in this country, born in these countries, that they won't do. They will not do it. And some of it is they won't, the money that they're getting paid, they won't do it for the money that they're getting paid. And they won't do it because of the type of the job. They're like, oh, I'm not letting my friends them see me doing that. I'm not doing that type of job because that job is demeanor, it's low and stuff like that. Because a lot of these jobs that the people are running down now, back in the day when the Queen requested people from the Commonwealth to come to England to help out and help build England, a lot of the works that the immigrants and that they were doing were jobs that British born people did not want to do. A lot of British born people did not want to do these jobs. And the immigrants and they come here and do it. And now them jobs are like top jobs that people want to do and would prefer to do because now it pays good money. And like I said, there's a lot of jobs out here, and this is from being around people and seeing people, like I said, here, Canada, America, you see people that are from them country, born in them country, that do not want some of them jobs. And yeah, I'm not saying that, yeah, you have to protect yourself and protect your country and stuff like that. But, when you run all the, like if you look on it, a lot of the foreigners them who come here that were doctors and nurses and work in the care home system, a lot of them are getting fed up because they're not getting paid right, or they've been in a few racist situation, or they sorting out their paperwork was getting too expensive, so a lot of them are moving back to their country or going to a different country. And then you have a healthcare system that is failing at the moment. The NHS is failing at the moment because there's not enough nurses and doctor. You're in A&E for 48 hours. You're ill and in A&E for 24 hours, 48 hours waiting to be seen. And these are a lot of the stuff them that Nigel Farage talks about changing when it come on to immigration and immigrants and what they want them to come to the country to do, and and this and that, and who they're gonna get rid of from who they're not gonna get rid of. And a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon and saying, oh yeah, they're gonna vote for the Reform Party and stuff like that. But there is a side effect to all of this trying to get rid of immigrants, because there's a lot of work that immigrants are doing, and a lot of them are not getting paid properly for a lot of these work, but they still come and they still work, and that is help to build the country and keep the country's economy going. They don't tell you about them stuff. Check and see how much money a family has to pay to renewing their paper, get their papers and all of that. I remember the days when it was like £850 to apply for a 2-year visa or a 3-year visa. I remember it was £500, and now it's in the thousands. And tell me where you think them people are getting it from? If they come here and they're illegal in the country, a lot of them, and they're trying to get their papers sorted out, or it takes forever. Tell me where them people are getting that money from. Where is all of their money coming from? They go out and they work. A lot of them, they go out there, they're still paying national insurance and still can't get no benefits or nothing at all. There's people here that I know. There's people that I know that got the 2-year, the 3-year, and they're working 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, and if they lose their job, they're not getting nothing at all from the job center. They're not getting no benefits or nothing at all. And there's people that I know that have been through them stuff, and there's people that are going through them stuff right now. So they're working and they're paying tax. So yeah, they get their 2.5 year, they're working and they're paying tax. And let's say they work for a year or a year and a half out of that 2 years and pay tax and national insurance for all them times, and then they lose a job, get made redundant or sick or injured or stuff like that and lose a job. Them people do not get no benefits at all. And this is something that I know for a fact. So sometimes when people are cursing and going on, sometimes you guys don't just jump up on the bandwagon and say, "Oh, them they come here and they do this and they do that and do that," and then now a lot of people are using, the security of the country and stuff like that. It's life. This is how some people are gonna come through the cracks. There's people that were born here. There are people who were originated from here. We're talking Caucasians that have done a lot of wrong and stuff like that. I'm not saying a lot of immigrants don't do the same as well, but it happens all over the world. It happens in every country. There's gonna be crime and violence. Yeah, we hope that it don't happen to us, and you don't hope that it don't happen to your country. And a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're defending the UK and they defend this and they're defending that." But what I have to say is, yeah, people, people, just pick the sense out of nonsense and don't just go and vote for somebody because they're saying they're going to get rid of all the immigrants. Think about the wider picture and think about the economy, because a lot of these immigrants do help the economy to grow on a daily basis. And it's not like a lot of these people don't want to work and bring something to the country. A lot of them are working and paying tax and national insurance, and they want to do better for this country, but first they have to get themselves legal, and a lot of them don't get the opportunity to make themselves legal where they can go and work so they have to work illegal, pay this little bit of money. And if someone, you look on it, if someone is illegal in a country, there's no way for them to save their money here or put their money here. So this is to the ones that will keep on saying, "Oh, they're taking their money and they're sending it back to their country or whatever." If someone is illegal in this country, they know that at any point they can get caught and get deported to wherever they're from. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna be saving that money, or they're gonna be sending that money back home. So when they go back, all of the time that they're here or wherever, Canada, America, and working, all of that money is there. So that it just shows that they've been working for something and they can build a life or create a business in that country where they are. But if you give them status here or help them to get it faster and stuff like that, a lot of them will stay here and they won't go nowhere else. And a lot of them will benefit to the country and they will help the economy. Guys, thank you guys for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be talking a lot more about what's going on in the politics with these immigration stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.